Hi, this is Jerry with another car commentary. Today is Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. I want to say something that will probably upset some people, but okay, let's have at it. Have you ever heard of an African Haitian? How about an African Jamaican? Have you ever heard of an African Puerto Rican? Or someone described themselves as a French Puerto Rican? Or Canadian Puerto Rican? You see, this hyphen that we put inside our names, the something other than American, guarantees us one thing. See, I was born in America, so was my father, but my grandfather was born in Puerto Rico, so people think that I should be Puerto Rican. You're Puerto Rican. One of my friends tells me, why are you ashamed of being Puerto Rican? I'm not ashamed of being anything. Except maybe a little overweight. Actually, a lot overweight. That's about it. But when someone says to me that I should hyphenate my name, I should be a Puerto Rican American, my question to them and to you is this: why would I want to be a minority? You see, I am an American. I'm not a hyphenated American. I am an American. And when I hyphenate my name, when you hyphenate your name, what you're saying is you are not part of the majority. You are part of the minority. You're giving yourself a class that says, I am not part of the whole. I'm a little piece over here. You allow that hyphen to separate you from what you really are. But oh no, we want to have our heritage. Most African Americans can't trace their race, their genealogy back because of the horrors of slavery. But let's be fair. Africa is a continent. It's not a city. It's not a state. It's not a country. It's a continent. You see, and when you say that you are African American, you're saying I'm from the continent in Africa, but yet you've never been there. And there's grandpa, grandma, great-grandma, great-great-great-great-grandma, not for hundreds of years. In Jamaica, you can't go to a Jamaican and find a black guy and say, hey, what are you? He says, I'm black Jamaican, African Jamaican. No, man, he's Jamaican. You see, you can't go trying to put your hyphenated name, because what you do, right, is you separate yourself off in a little piece, and that's where people want you to be. The biggest racists in the world don't want you to be part of the whole. They say, you're not part of the majority, you're a minority. And as soon as you allow them to split you up and cut you up and let them divide you like that with a hyphen, as soon as you accept that, which so many of us have, you agree. You ain't part of the majority. You just one of the little minorities. Not me. You see, my granddaddy came to America. My grandfather came over here in 1926 along with my grandmother. They decided they wanted to be American. Now, they were already American because they were born in Puerto Rico and they were given that right, but they wanted to live according to American laws, in the American economy, with the American possibilities. They wanted to be fully American. All of my uncles are American. All of my aunts are American. I am American, as are my children, as are my grandchildren, as is anybody in my line born into this country right here for as long as they're here. You see, when you're born American, you're born as part of the greatest country that has existed on the planet. Now, we got a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems. But where else would you rather be? What country would you rather be in? You see, not only do we have the greatest possibility in America, not only do we have the possibility of greatness and the possibility of living a life that, man, just people dream of all over the world. Our average life, people dream over. Our average life, we live on an average, people going, oh man, I hope one day I can get that. That's what we do, average. And yet we want to separate ourselves. I'm something else, American. Listen, America is the greatest nation on the planet, not only because of what we've done before, but because of what we're doing. You look at how we lead in technology, you always have. Look at all the things we've done. We're the most charitable people in the world. And by the way, if you push us, we bring the most wrath. Why? Because we don't fight because we just want to beat you up. We fight because you push us, because you hit us, because you do something. We don't fight to conquer. We're not looking to build empires. And guys like Michael Moore and them liberals on the other side, oh, we're trying to build empires. Well, hell, if we're trying to build empires, why the hell do we leave? Britain built empires. They kept India. They kept Africa. They kept all kinds of countries for 100 years. They were an empire builder. America believes in freedom. But if you push us, well, here's the deal. We give the most money of any country on the planet. We're the most charitable people on the planet. We're also kind of forgiving. In other words, you're our enemy. Look what we did to Japan. Japan attacked us, slaughtered us, killed us, and did some horrible things, but yet they're our ally now. One generation later, they're our friends. But what did we do? Well, we brought the wrath. See, America is the greatest nation on the planet, but we are also the most powerful. And when you say you are not American, you're saying, well, I'm something other than. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Do me a favor, I don't care what you say, but don't ask me to do it. You see, when I say I'm an American, it's like when I say, or it's like when Paul in the Bible said, I'm from Rome, I'm a citizen of Rome. All of a sudden, stuff stops. Wait a minute, we can't mess with Paul. All the Jews around, they wanted to kill him. They wanted to stone him, and the centurion said, whoa, wait a minute. Did he say he was a Roman citizen? Yes, I'm a Roman citizen. Stop. Hey, wait a minute. He's a Roman. Why? Because Rome is the greatest power on the earth at the time. You don't want to mess with one of them fellas, but now we become this wishy-washy. I'm a little American. We're so minority, all separated, and the world is looking at us and counting on our division and hoping we stay divided. And as we stay divided, guess what they're doing? They're chopping off little pieces of our freedom. Until pretty soon, being American won't mean nothing. Then what do you be? Then what will come after the hyphen? How about slave? How about I'd be a Puerto Rican hyphen slave? Or a Puerto Rican socialist? How about I be just Puerto Rican who died fighting against that stuff? You see my point? So do me a favor, I don't care if you share the video or not. I did this one because I'm kind of pissed off about this stupid hyphenated bullcrap. Dr. Martin Luther King said something a long time ago. He says, I have a dream, you know that speech. He says that his dream was to have people be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. He did not want to be known as Black American. He was fighting to be American. He didn't want to be a minority. Think about how stupid that is. Oh, I want to be a minority. I want to be thought of as a Black American. I want to be an African American. I want to be a Negro American. No, he wanted to be an American. If I'm wrong, you tell me. If I'm wrong, show me where one time Martin Luther King wanted to separate himself from the other people. When did Martin Luther King ever say, I want to be a race unto our own, by ourselves, for our own? He had a dream that we'd all be one. So don't tell me about this hyphenated name bullcrap. The more you hyphen, the more you divide. It's just that simple. Have a good day. Bye.